watching this video, then you're probably a young person who's basically looking ways and finding out ways how exactly they can work more hours without burning out, because burning out is one of the main factors which actually reduces our work efficiency, and basically it doesn't allow us to get to the level, and basically achieve those goals that we actually want to. So for a quick reference, my name is Moise Karam, and I have founded one of the agency, Lead Generation Agency. Secondly, this channel is all about being transparent and just to show you guys what exactly I do, and these are my own personal experiences. So basically, for a quick reference, I have been on YouTube for the past 6 years, and I used to make book reviews. And if you don't believe me, here are a couple of reviews, right? Here are a couple of videos, and you can just have a look. Of course, those videos are private, but still, I haven't deleted them yet. Those are private, these are just as a form of memory. And at the moment, I'm also building my personal brand, as well as scaling my agency, my e-commerce brand. So everything I'm actually doing, I'm taking it simultaneously without having a single employee. It's just one brain that's actually working on multiple fields. And I'm about to show you the exact framework that I use, and you can use it to be more efficient. I know you have to work a lot to get those numbers, to basically get those goals. You have to work a lot. So that being said, let's begin with the video. Alright, so this is the exact methodology that I personally use to work 14 hours a day without burning out. I mean, this methodology can actually differ for different people, for different mindset, but it really does, at least it works for me, right? So first of all, I'll give you a quick reference. I have my 2 different Twitter account known as X. I'm basically manage my 2 YouTube channel. From shooting till editing and uploading a video, I do it by myself. For Instagram, I do it the same way, right? I basically repurpose the content. I first post on LinkedIn, right? Then I basically post on X and just kind of shorten it through ChatGPT, really simple. And I basically take that X post, if it actually gets viral, I basically take that post, enter into the ChatGPT and tell it to make a long form script. So all you have to do is basically, if you want to grow your personal brand, you have to repurpose the content, right? You need to repurpose the content. That's it. All right. So post on X, right? Put that into ChatGPT, tell it to basically elaborate it and make a 20 minutes video out of it, right? You can either memorize the script. However, if you know what you're talking about, you don't have to have the script yet, right? So you don't have to have the script. And thirdly, basically create short form videos through that long form video of YouTube. So for a quick reference, I don't have a video editor. I edit myself. For the past 5 to 6 years, I have been editing my videos. When I was probably 12, I used to make YouTube content. I used to make basically book reviews. And similarly, while managing my personal brand, right? Personal brand, I also have my agency. I close deals and basically get results from my clients, and do have an e-commerce brand. So e-commerce brand is actually on Indeed, and my agency is LeaderMax, right? So this is exactly how I work. I have got my own Twitter account. I basically post tweets on that, and you can also know it X. It doesn't matter. I'll call it as Twitter, right? So this is the CapCut, right? Really simple to use, right? It's just some of the keyframes and stuff like that. This is my LeaderMax agency Instagram account. Not too big, but I'm trying to be consistent on that. And similarly with my LeaderMax X or Twitter account. And this is actually my LeaderMax YouTube account, YouTube channel. So you can clearly see it just posted a video like 3 hours ago. I basically recorded the video today. I edited it and actually uploaded it. So it's all the work I've done it today. And a matter of fact, I've even basically worked on my agency, similarly on my e-commerce brand. So all you have to do is just manage your things, and 110% you'll be able to scale. And at the moment right now, I'm just making a video for Moise Karam main channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So for the sake of this video, I've made some frameworks, and these frameworks will actually work for you. And this is the same framework I basically use for my whole day, for my journey, for my life, right? So this section introduces 2 main strategies for working 14 hours a day, right? The audience can either relate to either based on their preference, so you guys can actually relate to it, or if it doesn't relate, you can basically apply the second framework. If not second, then you can basically have a mismatched, I would say like a combined framework. I'll show you in the video as well. So the concept here is to work continuously. Don't have breaks. You can have like 5 to 10 minutes break per day just to be, just to recharge your brain. If I actually work 14 days straight, right? 14 days straight, I have better chances of getting into like a proper momentum, and basically my focus is much more better when I work 14 days straight, right? 2 weeks straight, my focus is better, and I basically have the momentum with focus sprints, right? However, the thing is that there's a high risk of burnout during the sprint phase, and it clearly requires planning for recovery, right? If you don't have planning, how exactly are you going to do that? Because how I normally do it, I basically work for 14 to 30 days straight whenever I believe that, you have to find the right momentum when you think that, oh yeah, I cannot work anymore. Let's take 2 to 3 days break. That's it. In that 2 to 3 days, you don't have to work. You don't have to even edit a video or just don't open your social media. Just enjoy your life, right? That 2 to 3 days is actually your reward. So the thing is that you need to work, and then have a small piece of reward. Reward yourself. Buy something for you. Buy a present, small present, or just go out to eat something. That's pretty much it, right? So that's pretty much it for the first side, and I'll just draw a quick graph to show you a better understanding for that. Energy, right? So in this, one of the main, there's, of course, I've stated previously, advantage, disadvantage. Some of the people might feel like this, and they just basically kind of drop down, and they basically burn out. Then they basically resume again, burn out, resume again, burn out, resume again, burn out. I mean, that's not stable, of course. If you're something like this, then you surely don't need to apply this strategy, right? However, for me, it's something like that. So basically, I work continuously, work, and once I'm about to kind of like, I'm almost burnt out, I basically take like 2 to 3 days of basically off from my work, right? So you can clearly see it. It's a massive downfall, but then I gain work, right? That's pretty much it. So it's just a quick reference how I operate. So every person is built different. So it really depends on your mindset, on your approach. But I personally feel like this approach works the best for me. Second approach is something like work, enjoy, balance. This framework is web, right? So based on this, we'll actually divide the whole scenario into work, leisure, and rest. One of the main advantages of it basically reduces stress and allows you to work daily with satisfaction. And it's basically easier to maintain for the long term. However, the thing is that it really requires discipline, because you can easily be distracted nowadays because of social media, of all the activities out there. You can easily be distracted. So you surely need discipline. You need to have a better mindset. You need to basically balance. You need to have a right balance between work, leisure, and rest. If you don't have it, this framework is not for you, not at all, if you want to work 14 hours a day. So a quick simple chart for that would be, you need to work 70%, 14 hours a day. So that would be 10 hours a day. You need to work 10 hours a day. You basically, for leisure, you can scroll social media, do anything, play sports, right? You basically need to do that for 3 hours, and 1 hour for enjoyment or probably rest, right? You can sleep, you can do anything, right? Out of that 14 hours, these are basically 14 hours. You can work 10 hours, have leisure for 3 hours, and just rest for 1 hour, right? Another really important point, and these are basically the key tips for both approaches. The thing is that if you actually want to have the approach towards both of the frameworks, right? You want to have approach to both of the framework, then you basically need to find the right balance. You need to work more, but also have to find the right balance. How exactly you're going to do that? You need to basically reserve your energy. And what I mean by that is, you don't have to do such work that actually get you nothing. For example, you play sports, that's completely all right. But if you actually watch sports and something like that, that basically gets you nothing, just some sort of mental pressure, then I believe that is not the right path. So another thing what you can do is, you can basically involve in some sort of physical activity. It can be gym, it can be yoga, just to boost that dopamine level, just to boost your energy levels. Secondly, another really important point I would like to highlight is that you can use this app, Opal, for focus. I would say this is probably one of the best apps I've ever used. I mean, this is kind of the key focus, right? You can simply use it. Really, really, really great app. If you're actually working and you simply download this app, and this isn't a sponsored video, so for a quick reference, but if a company is doing a really great job just to let you guys focus on your work, then I mean, they actually deserve a shout out. So you need to basically download this app and just sign up, turn on the high level mode. So in the high level mode, it's something like all the apps would be locked except Opal, right? Every single app would be locked. You can't access Instagram, YouTube, depending on the time you've actually chosen. Normally when I work, I just simply make it to 10 hours until and unless I basically uninstall the app, and that's pretty much it. That's the only way you can get out through that 10 hours lock, right? Another really important point I would like to highlight is planning and tracking. Every single night before you sleep, or every single morning after you actually wake up, you want to plan your day. You want to basically write, this is the stuff I'm going to do first. What you want to do is the top priority tasks are going to be the first in the first checklist. So human psychology and brain is such like that when you actually wake up, your brain is the most active. For at least for me, right? Your brain is the most active. You want to basically have the top priority task in the morning. And that is the exact reason why colleges, why schools, unis, they are in the morning, because your brain is most active and you can actually focus on the work. So when you basically get back to home, you're really tired and you basically don't have the energy, you don't have the capability to work. So this is actually the whole trap that has been set up, and you can basically avoid that. If your college, if your high school basically starts at 7, you want to wake up at 3. You want to sleep at probably 9. So 9 to 3 is like 6 hours sleep. That's a good sleep. You don't have to sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. That's rubbish, right? You want to wake up at 3 a.m. You want to work from 3 till 7. You've done 4 hours of productive work. I mean, that's crazy, right? 4 hours of productive work. You want to write down the top priority task first, and then based on that, you want to go to least priority. Basically want to educate you guys what I normally do, and just based on that, I just want to tell you, because normally I manage all my agency tasks, my e-commerce brand tasks in the morning, and based on that, I just divide the task on in terms of that. Thirdly, you want to have recovery breaks. After every 2 hours or probably 3 hours, you want to have 5 to 10 minutes of break, right? In that you can have your coffee, your tea, anything, just some sort of refreshment. You can eat some snacks. That's it. That's only you need. Then you basically want to break down your larger task into smaller actionable steps. Really, really, really important point. Cannot emphasize much on that. If you actually do it, for example, I want to create email copies for my client. What I want to do is that I basically want to divide that amongst different time frames. I want to make first email copy in 1 hour. Once that has been done, I'll take a 10 minutes break. Then I want to create the second email copy in basically another hour. I want to basically have another break. So that's the whole procedure in terms of how exactly you can be more efficient. All right, so hopefully you find the video helpful, and it's just all what I wanted to do. I just want to be as transparent as I possibly can, and just want to show you the reality that is out there that you might be unaware about. I know most of the people are talking about it, but I just want to highlight it even more. And yeah, I just want to dive deeper into every single strategy that people use, and they basically don't tell. They just give you a high level overview that you need to be efficient, that you need to be effective. But under every single word, there are really, really deeper secrets that's actually hiding, that actually allows those people to get to the specific stage. So these are one of the strategies I personally use, and you'll actually see by the next couple of years, if you grow the channel, if you subscribe to the channel, and you'll be updated about what are the next moves I make, what are the next moves you should make, and based on that, you can subscribe to the channel and just be updated about what I actually do in the next couple of years. Until then, peace.